a question regarding the name it and claim it philosophy, or the opposite, speaking ill thoughts out loud, make those thoughts happen. Is any of that scriptural? Kelly wants to know.
So I'm thinking about, well, look, there's definitely a law of kind of rewards from. I need more definition about what it is.
Yeah.
The claims are in terms of name it and claim it.
Yeah.
Probably things like prosperity doctrine.
Yeah, I mean,
like that.
yeah. Look, every time you see that, if you've ever watched or even watched a single sermon from somebody who holds a prosperity doctrine position, I would encourage you, to the discerning eye, watch several more. Because what you're going to see is that pastors who hold that position are not able to preach it from the entire scope of Scripture.
Right.
They've got to return to their their few favored verses that they use over and over. So it's not like you can go through 1 Samuel. And every time you preach from 1 Samuel, you're able to find something in it that affirms the prosperity doctrine, right? You're not going to be able to do that. So that's why it's so important that we're preaching through the whole counsel of God, right? So we're actually giving you the entire breadth. We're not just focusing on those few things that, because really, topical sermons is what you're really going to see most of the time with prosperity gospel preachers.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of us are concerned about that approach to exegeting Scripture, that approach to what are we doing on Sunday? Are we walking people through? Like, I get it. There's times when I want to step out and make an apologetic case for a single issue. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a topical sermon, right? Let me show you how to make a case for this one thing. Okay, fine. But you really have to have a place or a time where as an entire group in the church that you are going through Scripture line by line. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we used to kind of push that off to small groups or push that off to midweek, where only a fraction of the church is actually going to show up to go through that. And that's why I think it kind of probably needs to be flipped, where you're doing that line by line for the largest possible group in the church. And then if you've got somebody who's interested in this topic I'm going to be like kind of running with, we can do that in a smaller setting or in an optional setting. But that's why I think you'll see that with prosperity, those people are, for the most part, hate to say it, they're cherry picking out. Mm-hmm. They're doing the stuff that we would say, and lots of times, it's so easy. It's not even as though they found a few places that could be perceived one way or the other. They are literally taking things out of context to make a case for something that doesn't exist.